As some of you guys might have seen, I just made a video talking about how I am excited and worried for the new Wallace and Gromit movie coming out in, wow, a couple of days now, December 18th. But as I was finishing up my 12-hour stream on Twitch, I lay down about to crash out into a different dimension. My brother hits me up and sends me a link to an article. When I clicked it, my jaw literally dropped. It was an article announcing an official collaboration between Aardman Productions, the people who created Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, and other classics like Shaun the Sheep, with Pokemon. As some of you may know, Pokemon has been experimenting recently with more creative outlets. Most recent example of this is Pokemon Concierge, which is every video I make has to do with them, but I swear they'd be putting out some interesting things. Well, it's made by Netflix Animation and a team from the Pokemon Company. Also, the show has Karen Fukuhara. No wonder I love this show so much. But yeah, I watched 2 episodes of this back when I had Netflix before, but this was an actual creative endeavor that didn't have sequel, remake, or corporate greed written all over it. So it was pretty awesome. After 4 episodes, it did finish, so everyone asked, what's next? Now, as of 2 days ago, it's official that Aardman is collaborating with Pokemon for a 2027 release date. Damn, that's actually a really long time from now. What the hell? There is no official report on what the project is even about, so we're just left to speculation. As a fan of claymation and animation, I think it's important we talk about the possibilities this could entail, because honestly, I was not expecting this. So I think the most common possibility would be a full-length animated movie about Pokemon in the Aardman claymation style. Given that the time frame is 2027, that's a long time. The fact that they would even announce it so early plays into this because it's metaphorically 3 years before its release date, because, 2024 is about to end. But realistically, it's 2 years. That's still a good amount of time. I honestly think this is the most likely outcome. I wouldn't be opposed to a full-length Pokemon movie. I don't know what the story would be exactly, but maybe a trainer gets sucked into this clay world, or maybe it's just as simple as retelling of a story in the clay format. The second possible outcome that I think would be a short-length animated short about Pokemon. I think this is less likely because we wouldn't have gotten this teaser 2 years before the short would release. Usually campaigns for shorts would last like maybe a couple months. I think another possibility would be an animated series of short-length shorts of Pokemon in the style of Aardman. What I personally think would be cool would be a series spinning off the cult classic Aardman Productions' Creature Comforts. If you don't know what this is, let me break it down for you. In 1990, Aardman created an animated short called Creature Comforts. It's pretty much a live interview of humans talking in a mic, but he animates them as animals in a zoo, and creates jokes and plays off of this as well. And this was so innovative, so much so that it literally won an Oscar that same year. He would go on to create a TV show in 2003, but ever since that, he hasn't really touched the project. Now in 2024, I think it is possible that we can get a return of the show with Poke Comforts. Honestly, the idea works so well. The only thing I can think of is what would the dialogue of the Pokemon be, but that's something that Pokemon and the creative minds at Aardman can figure out. I'm sure they can come up with something. I think if they have different Pokemon talking to themselves or other Pokemon, this idea would work so well. And honestly, if this actually comes to life, I would be geeking. Again, this is all speculation, but nothing is out of the realm of possibility. Or they can just make a movie about Wallace and Gromit catching Pokemon. Jeez, Gromit, let me grab this Eevee before we head over to the Poke Center and grab some cheese. Better yet, let's invent a new device that catches Pokemon while we eat cheese, Gromit. That's my impression of Wallace. It's horrible, I know. Other than that, I don't see anything else that would fit the medium. I hope that they make a lot of cute character models for the Pokemon and release figures so I can buy Bulbasaur made out of clay. So, what do you guys think? Do you like my Creature's Comfort idea? Or do you think that's just whack and you would rather see a traditional Pokemon story told in the amazing animation of Aardman Productions? Honestly, I'm waiting on this new Wallace and Gromit movie to come out, because if it is as good as it's leading up to be, the hype would be kind of insane for this project. Also, kudos to Pokemon for taking a leap into the more creative side of storytelling. It feels like we're not getting a lot of that recently, with companies choosing to play it safe with sequels and remakes. I'm a big fan of Aardman, so I will continue to follow them in whatever they do. I think this could honestly be a match made in heaven, if it's done right. But with that, I am going to wrap today's video. I know this is a small video, but I do hope it generates some discussion in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, you should check out Pokemon Concierge or Creature Comforts on Netflix and YouTube respectively. My name is Punkyoshi or Alberto. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.